It's episode 25. You start.
I start because I'm odd.
Right? No?
That's definitely true. In so many ways.
Obviously,
right.
you like odd, so.
3, 2.
We had everything going against us.
Yeah, we were young. We were broke. We didn't know anything about business. We literally started from nothing.
We were never supposed to make it.
Hey guys, welcome back.
What's up, guys?
This is Win Anyway, episode number 25. So thanks for hanging in with us. We are excited to do another episode for you today. Win Anyway is a podcast for those who don't care about getting tripped up by their circumstances and you want to just push through it. So we want you to win anyways, despite anything that happens.
That's right. That's right. It's a culture. We're creating a movement.
Yes.
It's literally how we've gotten to where we're at.
Yeah, so hopefully you're deciding to join this No Excuses mission with us. And, we're excited. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. I know some of you guys might be skipping this part, but we just want to tell you that we appreciate you and that we see you guys commenting and sharing and all that stuff. And we just want to spread the growth around.
That's right. That's right. And today, I think...
Highly requested.
Before we even started the podcast, this was a constant direct message request.
Yes.
And then right now, in the middle of kind of the way that life is right now, no matter when you're listening to this, we can't leave our house. Los Angeles County just extended the stay-at-home to no end date.
Yes.
We have literally no
right.
date. We're just stuck
to
here.
be determined.
But the last thing they told us was August 1st, and so it's going to be a while.
Right.
So right now, you already know the title because it's in the title. But this is a episode that I personally think could change your whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know if you guessed it, but we are talking about social media today. We get tons of requests and comments about, how do I have a social media presence? How do I prospect on social media since I can't leave my house? I can't go out and meet people. And so we're going to be covering all of that, the do's, the don'ts, everything. We're going to try to cram it all in. And so, let's just kick it off. What do you think?
Yeah. And, social media. So as we kick it off, one of the most common questions, and before we even go into the what to do, one of the most common questions I get about 200 Instagram direct messages per day in the message request and 25,000 profile views a week and 200 followers a day. And so many freaking questions are always the same thing. Hey, can you shout me out? Hey, can you help me get more followers? Hey, how do I build my Instagram following? Hey, how do I recruit off social media? Hey, how do I brand myself? Hey, how do I get more followers? Everyone wants more followers. Mm-hmm. So the first thing I want to bring up to you is that social media is your brand. Mm-hmm. It really is today. It's the brand.
Yeah, it's the new business card.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner, outside of obviously having family success already, but she built her entire company over social media.
Yeah. She didn't have a storefront. If you guys know, her makeup products, right? She didn't have a physical location. She wasn't selling them at Sephora or Ulta or anything like that. Like he said, it was 100% done through social media and online. And so if, she can do it, you can do it, anybody can do it.
And not just her. You could say, well, yeah, she's already famous. But Fashion Nova, the clothing brand, 100% done on social media. People that you may follow like Dana Chanel and Prince Donnell, who own Jumping Jack Tax and Sprinkle of Jesus and all this stuff, done 100% over social media. So social media is your brand. But when everybody wants, hey, how do I get more followers? How do I get more followers? I want to start with this to give you clarity of something is why do you want more followers? You want to build your brand. You want to build your Instagram. The question for you is why?
I feel like most people will say because they want to get prospects.
Yeah, so they want to get prospects. And I think a lot of it's just because people want to be famous. They want to be famous. Here's the point for you. Number one is it doesn't really matter how many followers you have. You just got to put out content. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we're going to get through a couple things, but just remember that the purpose behind why you're doing something, is important. It's not just about, because people always think, oh, you guys probably recruit, because we do 50 to 60 recruits in the base every month. They think it all comes from Instagram. But that's totally 1,000,000% not true.
No.
I don't even prospect on social media. And people go, how do you prospect on social media? No matter what business you're in, how do you sell to clients over social media? How do you recruit clients over social media? How do you recruit directs over social media? We really don't do that. But social media, as you said, is a business card. What is the one thing social media does do for us?
It gives credibility. It shows that you're a real person, that you're not, here today, gone tomorrow.
Right. It gives you credibility. It gives you something for people to look at. So point number one is what?
You have to have it.
You have to have it.
Yeah, if they can Google you and see nothing, like nothing shows up, I mean, you pretty much don't exist.
Correct.
It sounds weird to say, but to them, you could be a fake person. You could not even be a real human being if you don't exist online. So the first step, like you said, is you have to have it. So what platforms would you say to start with?
I hate Facebook, but you should probably have Facebook.
Yes.
But it's just so negative. Everything I ever read on Facebook is all about Donald Trump. And so, I freaking hate Facebook. That's where grown adults go to whine and bitch and complain.
Yes,
and
I agree.
so I don't like Facebook, but I have it. Instagram, I think, is probably statistically, Instagram is the number one platform.
Yeah.
It's the number one platform for anyone between 20 and 45 years old. I think every social media has its niche.
It's target.
It's target.
Audience. Yeah.
Like Facebook is a bunch of old people that complain. Instagram is it's very much it's very positive. Now obviously you could find negative crap on there too if you look for it. But Instagram is very positive.
Business, mindset,
growth.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship. Self-improvement. On Instagram, everybody's a philosopher, everybody's a motivational speaker, which is cool. It's cool because here's the thing. Some people well, I don't know what I should say. Just say something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what you say. If anything, it documents your journey.
Right.
Even if you're the only person who looks at it, you and your mom. It doesn't matter. Say something. But that's Instagram. LinkedIn. I think I have a LinkedIn that Jay Justin made for me, but I don't know how to actually use it. I don't even know the login. He doesn't even know the login. We were just talking about it right now. So I don't use LinkedIn. I probably should, but I don't. Snapchat, people use that for certain purposes that I don't use it for. But
I think you could skip that one, maybe.
But back in the day before Instagram made stories,
right? Yes,
I was whooping ass on Snapchat. Yeah. I had 22,000 views on all my stories, and so I was killing it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I still go on Snapchat today, because I still have a contact list on Snapchat that they still use it, and I've actually picked up a couple directs there because it was going to another circle of market, But you got to have social media. You have to have it.
Yeah.
And for people that don't have it, because you're in a relationship, that should tell you something about your relationship. If you can't have social media because you're in a relationship.
Right. I mean, maybe that's telling you something about you
and your relationship.
Yeah, and your relationship. Obviously, that says a lot. And we, won't get into that. But
anybody who is somebody has social media.
Yes. Yeah.
Even old people that don't know, old politicians, celebrities, that
Your
they
dentist.
they're probably not even doing it themselves, but they have someone who's doing it for them. Because if you're somebody, here's the deal. We could find anything on the internet. Anything. You have any problem, you could find it on the internet. You want to find out how to do anything, you could find it on the internet. Everything. There's nothing that you cannot find on the internet. Yet, if you don't have social media, you're the only freaking thing we can't find on the internet.
Yeah, and let's be just really honest, guys. If we've learned one thing from this whole situation with the pandemic, is that if you don't have a presence online, you're not able to operate your business 100% over the internet, then you're as relevant as Blockbuster. because you're not going to be able to move into what they're calling the new normal.
Right.
And so you need to get on this game now. So if you're listening to it and you don't have a Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, like everything that we're talking about, you need to do that right after this video.
Yep. Because, like Ronnie said, it's the new normal. And it's been the normal for a long time. Social media is credibility. Social media shows it's a window into you and into your life where, especially if you're a business person, people want to know who you are.
Yeah.
They want to know that you exist. And when I meet somebody out in the world, I don't go, oh, let me get your phone number or let me get your email. Like, who the hell emails? Nobody emails. I go, hey, are you online? Let me get your Instagram. Let me get your social media. And then we connect there. And what it does is it allows us to establish a relationship and a trust and a rapport and an understanding of each other and a look into each other's life without us having to go to coffee and talk.
Yeah.
Now, you get to choose what everyone sees, but, I mean, social media is the most powerful tool. Let me tell you another reason why I like social media. When Twitter first came out, which was like the one of the major social media platforms before after MySpace, when Twitter first came out, the thing that made Twitter so cool was that now an everyday person has a direct form of contact with like a celebrity or a professional athlete or a CEO, a Mark Zuckerberg or a Mark Cuban or any of these people, where before you didn't have that.
Right.
Now it's like you could literally go on there and see what LeBron James is posting, and you know it's coming from him. And it's like it was one of the most cool things, and that's what made Twitter so powerful. And that's what social media has done now. You could be a musician, an up and coming musician, where before you had to get found by an agent. You had to have an agent someone would discover you, and then you had to give like 90% of your profit and income to the producer and your manager. And now like you could have nobody and become somebody because of social media. It's like the most powerful thing on the planet if you do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, point number one, you definitely have to have it. And I would suggest you doing it yourself 100%. I would 100% recommend it. But if you're just completely like, you hate the idea, there are plenty of people, you can look them up, who are social media marketers who can do it for you. But like I said, I say you do it yourself because it's personal. No one's going to represent you better than yourself. And it's not hard. Once you get the hang of it, you can learn it. There's YouTube videos. There's Instagram videos that show you how to do this stuff. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it'll just keep getting better and better. But you do have to, like we said, first off, have it.
Let me ask you a question, because I've seen this too. And I have my opinion, but I'm going to ask you your opinion. What are your thoughts on somebody going, all right, well, I got my personal Instagram and now I'm going to make a business Instagram? I've always believed that there shouldn't be a difference between your personal and your business. I think you should just have one account. You know, if you have a business, your business should be a part of who you are, and there should be no separation. People like to see that you're a real person, and having those personal aspects combined with, you know, your business life and what you do on the day-to-day, it's more appealing. If I just see somebody who's just like work, like it's, you know, that's cool and it's inspiring, but honestly, like I don't relate to you on a personal level, maybe, you know? Right.
And
Yeah.
if there's things that you want to have a personal account, why? You know, is it because there's some things that you're not proud of that you're posting? You know, are you doing drugs on the weekend? Are you going to raves? Are you doing stuff that doesn't reflect a good image on your business? If that's the reason, then you definitely probably should not have separate.
And if you're going to do that crap, that's what you go to Snapchat for.
Yeah, there you go. I go to Snapchat, have a very specific friend group that, you know.
But here's the thing. You're not going to see, you know, Kobe never had, here's Kobe Bryant, the NBA player. And then here's Kobe Bryant, you know, his personal
Like
account.
his
They didn't have it.
family,
It's
yeah.
one thing, you know. Mark Cuban has one account. Gary Vee has one account. Andy Frisella has one account.
Kevin
one
Hart.
account. Kevin Hart, one account. Myself, one account. Ronnie, one account. I don't think you need to separate the two, because your business today, in today's world, your business is you.
Yeah.
Your business is not your business. It's you. People buy you. That's it. If they like you, they do business with you. If they don't like you, they go do business somewhere else.
Yep.
It's literally you. And so your brand, you have to decide, is your brand your company or is your brand you? You know, what's Facebook's brand? It's not Facebook. That's not the brand. The brand is what? It's Mark Zuckerberg. That's the brand. You know, what's Tesla's brand? It's not Tesla. It's Elon Musk. Like that's the brand. He is the brand. And so if you want to build something, then that's number one.
Yeah, we used to be, the generations before us, it used to be you had a company and you had no idea who the owner, founder, CEO was. Now, any company, you know who works there. You almost become engaged in their operations and how they work, and they're on Instagram, they're talking to you, you're talking to them, you're telling them what you like, what you don't like, everything. So if you ever go on like companies like ColourPop, it's a cosmetics company, they're actively engaging with their customers.
It's cool.
You know, it's totally changed. So you need to have, I think you absolutely need to have your personal and your business just be one account. That's it.
Yeah. And here's the deal. I think it's also good that your clientele and your team and the people you do business with are all over your social media. In the sense where back in the day, people said, "Whoa, don't add your clients on social media. Don't add, you know." And I totally 1,000,000% disagree with that because of what we just said, which is that they didn't write. I mean, there are books like The Story of Apple, but that's not the book. The book is the story of Steve Jobs.
Right.
You know, it's Elon Musk as a brand, and then you have SpaceX, and you have Tesla, and you have all the other things he's working on. And so I think your clientele and all these people should be totally wrapped up in your social media, which brings us to point number 2, which is what?
Point number 2 is you have to
Be public.
Yeah, you have to be public. How many times do you go to somebody's page, one of your friends or something, and it's private, you know? But if you're trying to, especially if you're trying to utilize this for prospecting and to have a presence and for people to know that you have a business, your business page / your page can't be private. They have to be able to go on, look at what you're posting, and decide whether or not they want to follow you.
Yeah, it makes no freaking sense for you to be public.
Yeah,
for you to be private on your social media. No sense. You got to be public. People have to be able to see your page.
Yeah.
If I go to especially if you're trying to recruit talent and your page is private where no one can see it, what freaking good does that do you? None. Those of you that are in our industry and you message me, "Hey, how do I grow my social media?" And then I go click on your social media to give you feedback and the shit's private.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, hello? Well, what are you scared of? Someone's going to come kidnap you or what?"
Right.
Like, dude, make your page public. Can you imagine if you went on Nike's Instagram and it was private? That doesn't make any sense. Yet you're sitting over there with your freaking page private.
Yeah, and you think people are going to be like, "Oh, it's private. Let me add them."
Yeah.
No, trust me. Every time I go on someone's page who, it's private, I just move on out.
Move on along.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. That means that when you're putting out content, because let's talk about this real quick. When you're putting out content, which is number 3, is that you got to actually post.
Yes.
When you're putting out content, it's got to be consistent. You got to be putting things out. And if you're trying to build a following, here's the thing. People follow you. Let me ask you a question. Why do you follow the pages that you follow? Why do you follow the pages you follow?
Because they post.
Because
Honestly,
they post what?
Yeah, they post content that I want to see.
Bingo. They post content that you want to see. Now, we can't see your content if your ass is private.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't post anything, you have no content.
So here's the thing. You have to put out content. Here's the problem, though. People always post, and they go, "Well, no one likes it." So what? It doesn't matter. Just post. Everyone starts from nothing. I mean, people always go, "How do you and Ronnie get such a big following?" But here's the thing. We had a lot of followers. I had a lot of followers even on MySpace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And MySpace was how long ago?
2005.
2006?
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah, it was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had 50,000 followers
Back
on
then.
Friends or whatever they called them on MySpace. We would go to Six Flags and people would be like, "Jay?" We'd go to Disneyland and people would know who I was from MySpace. So we've always, Ronnie and I have always had a social media. But you have to post. And people don't post because no one follows, no one likes, no one looks at it. Nobody responds. But then you also are never going to have anybody if you never post.
Yeah, so you just have to. And if you're starting from nothing, I promise you in the beginning, you're not going to get a lot of likes. You're not going to get a lot of comments. It's just natural. But as you keep posting and you keep, commenting on other people's stuff, you keep liking other people's stuff, you keep adding friends and so on and so forth, it's going to grow naturally. And it'll take a little bit of time, but if you're consistent about it, you'll be able to grow a presence. And you don't have to have a page that, has, 10,000 followers for your client to look at it and go, oh, they're not a real person because they only have, 250
Right.
followers. They just need to know that you're on there, that there's another way for them to get in contact with you if they need to, they just need to have another way of staying in connection with you.
Now, what kind of posts do you think? What should someone, if we go on Instagram, what should somebody's feed look like? So like I'm pulling up my Instagram right here. So if I go on here, if I go on my Instagram and I look at it, what should someone's timeline look like?
I think it should be a good
mine's
mix.
a mess right now because I haven't posted in like 2 months. But
Yeah, I think it should be a good mix of, what you got going on with business along with your personal. So I think there should be like, pictures of your family. I think you should have like stuff that's going on at the office, or if you sell a product, your product stuff, your dogs, your workouts. I think it's good to have like a healthy mix of stuff.
So maybe like motivational post,
Yeah.
business post, personal post, picture of you and your wife, you and your kids.
Yeah, you know how, as teenagers, we used to have like these collages on our walls, stuff like we would clip out, right? We all used to do that. This big old like mural of just like clippings and pictures and stuff. It's like that. That's what it is. So you have pictures of what you're working on, like you said, quotes. If you have a hobby, why not? Like you can post stuff about that as long as it's, incongruent with your beliefs, right? And like I said, those personal like aspects will really like spice up your page.
And it's got to be in alignment with the brand that you want.
Yes.
So you keep in mind, what's the brand that I want? So for example, if you go on my Instagram page, like I said, ever since we started the podcast, all I posted was a podcast commercials because it's just so everybody knows that we started one. And I haven't done it in a little while. But if you go before that, what was it? It was just like picture of Ronnie and I, family picture,
Quote.
a quote, stuff like that.
Stuff from church.
The Bible verse. That's literally all it was. It was just putting out things. But people follow people that post things that you like to see.
Yeah.
Right? So things of interest. So posting value, adding value. You want someone to follow you, you have to put some value out there. They've got to look on your page and go, wow, I'm going to follow this person because they put out some cool quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to follow this person because they put out good content. So things like that. Another thing is videos do well better than pictures
Right
do.
now, videos, look at how TikTok has blown up. And that's because it's 100% all videos. So you need to incorporate videos somewhere in your Instagram or whatever, your Facebook. And one way you can do that is your Instagram stories.
Yes, Instagram
It's so
stories.
easy. It's so easy to incorporate that. You're at the office, whatever, you're going to get your coffee, just really quick little clips. They're very short clips. And they add a lot of personality to your page.
And why is short good? TikTok's between 8 and like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
On average, 8 to 15 seconds. So when you look at it, it's like short, emphasis on short.
Yes.
Not 32-minute clips about you talking about how life insurance works. No one is going to watch that.
If I have to
Nobody.
click.
Your freaking mom isn't going to watch that. No one's going to watch it.
Right. If I have to do this to get through your whole entire
blah, blah.
story.
When
for
you
like
click
5
on the
minutes
story and it
straight.
looks like a bunch of ants across the top of the screen. And then finally just go swipe next. Okay, so that crap doesn't work either. Posting 40 pictures or 40 posts on your timeline per day. That don't work either.
Especially if it's you just in different poses.
Same outfit, 72 different times. Nobody wants to see that. You're not that cute.
Yeah. Other things to
If
avoid.
Kylie Jenner ain't doing that, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. Right. Other things to avoid is if you're not good at editing your pictures, or, you post pictures that are blurry, dark, they're just not attractive or appealing to the eye.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing, yes. Then go on YouTube and Google how to edit pictures, how to take a picture, how to use an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, how to use my iPhone, how to use my Android. These are really short, quick videos that'll teach you how to use what you have.
Go on Fiverr and hire some dude in India to edit your picture for you, and it'll cost you $3.
You literally like $3 if you want somebody to edit stuff for you. Yeah.
Find someone in your team who's good at it. You have a 15, 16-year-old kid. Tell them they are an expert.
They'll teach you in a day. Like,
yes. They'll show you, Mom, you're a little fluffy. You should take the photo from up here. You know, they'll give you the whole shebang. I'm just kidding. We call it the MySpace angle.
Yes, I was all about the MySpace angle with the side swept bangs in your half
and your 14-year-old daughter will teach you how to do the lips too.
Yeah, and maybe the duck lips.
The duck lips.
We've moved past that, I think, as a society.
No, it depends. Depends on the generation. But here's the point: is that you gotta post, and like in the most simplest term, go on someone's Instagram that has a good amount of followers. Now, not someone who bought all their followers. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't go on someone's page. They got 200,000 followers and 22 likes. That's not what I'm talking about. Your engagement rate should be around 10%. Okay? So look at their followers. Look at their video views. Look at their followers. Look at their likes, their comments. Someone who has a genuine, authentic following. And just look at their page and go, okay, what are they posting? And just mirror that. It's just like the business.
Yeah.
Mirror your leadership. Mirror the people winning. Do the same thing.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that, it doesn't have to be perfect either, because I got caught up in this too, where it's like, oh, it's not good enough. I'm not going to post it. You know?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares? So just post it. It doesn't have to be like, you know, an award-winning photo.
Nope.
It's just... There's definitely a middle ground.
No, but a picture of your sushi is probably not going to add any value.
Yeah, I mean, your sandwich that we've seen, the same salad you order
that's
every
not
day.
going to add value. But, you know, be you.
Yes.
Be you. Be authentic.
Yeah, that's the best advice. And I know sometimes it feels cheesy to say but it really is the best advice, because people can tell when you're putting on a front. You standing next to every Lamborghini that you pass, you know, by in the IKEA parking lot, like it's not. People know that that's not you. So and it doesn't fire anybody I
up.
promise, every time I post just like a video of like me, like just, you know, doing whatever, that's when I get the most responses, because people relate to it. They're like, "Yep. Sitting on a couch eating cookie, I feel you," you know?
Yeah, be you, be real. Just and stop paying attention to how many people like your shit. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like, it legit does not matter. It makes no difference. You don't get paid for it. You know, like now Kylie Jenner is getting paid $1.8 million per post. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. I'd be on, if I was Kylie, I'd be posting all day. But here's the deal. It's like, you're not Kylie Jenner, so it don't matter if your post is perfect or not. You just got to put out content. Be you. Stop worrying about who approves. You know, stop trying to be something you're not. The days of like you and your Ferrari inspiring people are gone.
Yes.
People don't get fired up by that anymore.
Yes. And let's talk a little bit about what not to post. Because
some people
will take the BU to the other extreme of things, where you want to show every aspect of you. So as a general rule, let me just say to keep it classy, okay? Keep it classy.
This one too.
Remember what the purpose of like he said in the beginning, what is the goal of you having social media? Now, if you're trying to sell bathing suits, then maybe, yes, that's an appropriate...
And I'm your guy.
That's an appropriate photos for you to post or something like that. If you're in our business specifically, I don't know, you know, exactly what you're hoping to accomplish by...
Yeah, if you're in the fitness industry, then sure, you're selling your body on your social media.
Yeah, because you're like, do you want to look like this? Then, you know, contact me.
Yeah, hire me.
It makes sense.
But in our business, what are you selling? You're selling what?
I mean, finances, you're selling, the opportunity, You're trying to show,
lifestyle.
yeah, lifestyle.
Because lifestyle, like you're not going to go through my page and find everything about the Rule 72 and 401ks and taxes and stocks and mutual funds and ETF funds and life insurance. Like you're not going to find that on the page anywhere. But what you're selling is lifestyle. That's the brand. It's freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want. But you can't be an arrogant asshole either, because that doesn't sell. Really, I always go back to being authentic. But for some people, being you maybe doesn't get the job done. Like you've been trying that, and so. But on the what not to post, don't post things that don't line up with your values and don't line up with your brand.
Right. Is this going to hurt my business or is this going to help my business?
Exactly. 100%.
Bottom line.
Posting, I
just want to say.
Try and think of the stupid shit people do.
Political things.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to work.
Yeah. We know you have political opinions.
Keep them to yourself.
That's fine. Yeah. Keep them to yourself. If you're trying to build a brand, then, and unless you only want specific people who believe exactly what you believe.
Yeah, like there's a guy that I follow. I'm not gonna shout him out or say his name, but he runs a political page. So that's what he does.
Yeah.
So people are always threatening his life in the comments and all this crap, but whatever, that's his thing. But that's not your thing. It's just like when people say athletes, dude, why can't you just be an athlete? Why do you have to be a politician all of a sudden? And then people and then it becomes controversy. And it's fine. You could talk about what you believe in. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling you that it probably doesn't help your brand if you're trying to build something.
Yes. Remember, this whole topic is about how this is going to help your business. And so we're just telling you from experience, what we've seen other people do that doesn't work. And that's one thing that definitely doesn't work.
Yeah. When you're LeBron James and you're Steph Curry, you could go talk about how you hate Trump or whatever. And whatever. You're already a brand. Mm-hmm. You have the permission to say what you want.
Yeah.
But us normal people, we're trying to build a company for our family. Mm-hmm. And it's not saying to not be you, not to be real, but it's just saying to use discretion.
Exactly.
You at the club, you decided to go out tonight and get plastered. You should probably keep that off your social media. Exactly.
Yeah. I would say avoid anything that could get you in trouble with compliance. Our industry is one of the highest regulated industries out there.
Probably the most.
Yeah, if not the most. And so you posting things about, finances, even if they're accurate, they may be only accurate in your state at this current point in time. And so really you should just avoid them in general because it's not going to be accurate in all 50 states, in all the countries in the world, for every single person that's viewing your story. And so if the company sees you posting things that are not compliant, they will find them.
And it also isn't going to get you any clients anyways.
Exactly. Nobody, yeah.
It's really not. I mean, your friends know what you're doing already. Another thing I would say not to post is all your anger and frustration. Like your trash belongs in the trash can, not on my Instagram timeline.
Yes.
And so when you're pissed off about politics, you're pissed off about
your family,
just keep that crap to yourself.
Yes.
Because it doesn't work.
Airing your dirty laundry out is never a good idea anywhere. So,
because think about if you're a big brand, if you're a Fortune 500 company, you're getting sued every day. Mm-hmm. But you never see Nike on there. All right, Adidas, we're going to F you up today on their freaking timeline. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Just got out of court, kicked Reebok's ass. You're never going to see that anywhere.
No.
Those things they keep to themselves. I'm sure there's plenty of it going on. Mm-hmm. Apple and Microsoft fighting every day. But it's not publicized unless the media puts it out. But your social media should not be the one putting that stuff out.
Absolutely. Yeah, and everyone always said, right, what is the number one goal of business is you want to stay in business.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get into any kind of trouble as far as legalities go, compliance. You don't want any of those issues. And so just be very, you don't need to post about that stuff anyways. Like he said, it doesn't add any value to your page.
Right. And I think one of the last things I'll say is that you just have to remember that everybody's watching.
Yeah.
Even the people that don't want to see you do well in business, they're watching. Your haters watch 10 times more than your friends and family do. Your clients are watching. The people that you want as clients are watching. The people you want as teammates or employees are watching. Like, everybody's watching. And so the brand should inspire and make people feel good. You know, Apple makes people feel good. That's what they do. They make pretty things that are aesthetically pleasing, and they make you feel good.
Yep.
You know, there are brands that are really, really good at marketing, just really good at it. Like the Dollar Shave Club, like all these brands. They're fun, and they make you feel good. Wendy's runs a hilarious Twitter account, and they're one of the ones that like to talk crap.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever, that's their brand, and they have the little picture of Wendy on there that looks well, Wendy's talking shit about you.
And it's like a little girl almost, right? So you're just, yeah.
But that's their brand, which is fine, by the way. I talk crap all the time. But be likable, you know, and remember, you have to remember people are watching.
Yeah.
You could have a bad day, but you can't have a bad day on social media.
No, because people can screenshot it and it's out there forever.
Oh gosh, Larry Nance Jr., who plays on the Lakers, like all the way back in college when Kobe got in trouble for some scandals, Larry Nance Jr. made a stupid tweet all the way back then, years ago. This is back when like Kobe and Vanessa were having all their problems, and that tweet, even though he deleted it years ago, when he got sent to the Lakers and he was going to go play with Kobe, that tweet went viral. And it had been gone for years. But it was a very mean tweet of him making a very mean, bad comment towards Kobe. And dude, things don't go away. What you put on the internet stays forever, you know?
Exactly. So do not forget that. Ultimately, guys, I want you to know that when you're walking around in the world, you're not just representing you, you're representing your company. And so you can't take that hat off. That hat is on, whether or not you're wearing, you know, a Tenacity jacket or whether you're wearing a Pinnacle jacket, you are that brand and you are that company. So remember that. It's all encompassing.
And everybody's watching.
Okay, so we talked about having social media, right? Posting on social media, what to post, what not to post, so you guys understand all that. So I think we should just finish with really the engagement part of it, right? Like, because people are like, oh, well, how do you prospect? And let me tell you this, because, and you can, you know, tell me if you agree or not, but I don't think effective prospecting is you copying and pasting the same message to, 60 people and just DMing them, hey there, you look sharp. Are you interested in an opportunity? I don't think that's effective, because if you've been on social media for any amount of time, you've received one of those messages from somebody about something.
Oh yeah, I've got like literally 150 of them in my. Everyone wanting me to sell Forex.
So
one after
exactly.
another.
Yeah, I know. I just got one the other day too. But my advice to you is to use social media just like you would go prospecting. What I mean by that is you're collecting people and you're making friends.
Amen.
And you're building relationships. Yep. So go on pages that you like Grant Cardone. If you like Grant Cardone, go on his page, and start liking other people's comments, responding to them. Follow people who who are interesting to you. Make friends, like their story, respond to their stories. Do things like that create engagement and start conversations and really get to know people and start building, your Instagram like that.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. Respond to other people's things. Comment on their stuff. Responding to people's stories is the easiest way to start a conversation, in my opinion, because people post and they want you to respond, but not just sliding in people's DMs, like a creepy dude, trying to make friends. That's not really effective. But responding to their stories, hey, awesome post. Hey, great stuff. Where are you located? Just starting a conversation.
Yeah, genuine. Comments.
One of my best agents. This dude's just an awesome freaking dude, is a guy named Jarrett, who I met via Instagram a couple of years ago. He lives in New York. We've never met in person, but he's on the team. He's direct to us. He's one of the best guys we have on the team, just genuine, authentic dude. And we just built a relationship over social media. Over a year, by the way. It wasn't a, hey, man, how are you? Hey, you want to start in the business? It wasn't like that, because we're not one of those things, for one, and for two, it's just timing's everything. But but we're genuine in our communication. And I really like the guy. And so eventually I was just like, hey, man, send me a referral of someone who'd be good in business. And he's like, well, how about me? And I'm like, all right, well, I thought you had enough going on already, but let's talk about it. So it was authentic. It wasn't me. I didn't have an intention. I think that's the problem, is that people message with one intention, which is I want to recruit you.
Yeah.
Or I want to sell something to you. Or I want you to come do da-da-da. They have an outcome already in mind versus just creating a genuine conversation.
And I feel like on the receiving end, people can feel that.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, all right, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, how about you start messaging people not wanting anything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when it'll work.
Yeah, I agree. One of our teammates, she messaged me the other day because she got a negative response to reaching out to somebody. And she just said, hey, like, I noticed you went to Azusa, APU. And the lady was very harsh in her response. And she was like, yes, I did. But if you're, trying to recruit me to something, then I don't want it because I've gotten like 10 of these messages, like, in the last week. And she wasn't, the lady on our team wasn't. She just also went to APU. But it just shows you that people aren't appreciating the long message. Hey, are you looking for an opportunity kind of a deal?
Right. It doesn't work because if I receive them every day and I just like skim. I don't even skim it. I just like look at it, delete.
Yeah.
Delete. Because I don't believe that you would take the time to write that long ass message just to me.
You don't know me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So just the same way you would say, hey, what up? At the gym is the same way your communication should be over social media. It should be a conversation, not a preset script.
Exactly. Genuine, authentic, and real. That's it. That's how you build relationships with people. And then when the timing is right, then like with Jarrett, then the timing will be right.
Yep. Whoosh. Fired up. All right, you guys. Well, hey, thank you again for everything, for supporting, sharing, encouraging, all that stuff. We have fun doing this.
Yes.
It does take time. It takes time from us. It takes time from Jay Justin, who produces it. But the way you always thank us is by just passing it along. And I think, I think that this stuff adds a lot of value.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so you share it with your teammates. This is the things is it we're in the duplication business. You want other people to be able to do and think the way that you do and think. And so sharing it with your teammates adds a ton. But as always, if you have topic requests, post them in the comments on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, we respond to all of them. And whoosh.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Awesome. We're out.